All right, this is the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast coming live and direct from the gloom tomb of Los Angeles, California. Primetime podcasting. On today's I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, we have some fantastic sick fucks of the week with me and G Moody, whose last name rhymes with duty. Plus, I got the Charlo Twins. Do you know who the Charlo Twins are? Jermell and Jermell Charlo. We talked about these guys the night that Deontay Wilder fought in Barclays. These guys were allegedly robbed. These are two boxers, kick-ass boxers, twins. Jemall is fighting this Saturday night at Barclays. On the undercard, the co-headliner, Adrien Broner is fighting. We're talking about getting robbed in New York at the 40-40 Club. The Adrien Broner Tekashi 6ix9ine beef that's going on. Can you believe that shit? You got boxers beefing with rappers. What the fuck is going on? And so much more about the fight game. Jermell and Jermell Charlo, shit-talking twins. These are shit-talking twins. Like I said, Jermall is fighting this Saturday night. Showtime Boxing, Barclays Arena. Co-headlining as Adrien Broner takes on Jesse Vargas. But first, me and G Moody, whose last name rhymes with duty, are going to do our thing. We got some sick fucks of the week. And I got an announcement. I got to talk directly to the fans. Miles, Jordan, let me get something funky. Let me get something seriously funky. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Let's go. All right, as I told you, I got to talk directly to the people. Before G Moody, whose last name rhymes with duty, comes on, I got to speak out. Like I told you, this is going to be a shit-talking extravaganza coming up later with the Charlo Twins. If you follow boxing or not follow boxing, you got to listen to this interview. These guys are fucking nuts, talk a lot of shit. They're ass kickers. All right, middleweight champion, light middleweight champion. We're going to talk about the fight, talk about the Adrien Broner Tekashi 6ix9ine beef that's going on. They are actually beefing and betting heading into this big night of boxing at the Barclays Arena. Speaking of big nights of boxing, I got the fucking champ. The heavyweight champ. I'm the heavyweight champ of shit talking. I have the heavyweight champ of the ring. Coming up soon on the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, Deontay Wilder. Okay? I'm talking to him in a couple of days. We're going to be dropping that soon. And the next episode of the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, it's done. It's hooked up. It's a fucking masterpiece. The next episode of the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is me and DJ Premier breaking down the hits. Talking about working with Jay-Z on Reasonable Doubt. Talking about working with Biggie Smalls. Talking about working with Nasty Nas on Illmatic, and so much more. I can't wait for you guys to hear this. It's taken a couple of weeks, but we wanted to craft it. It's a podcast, but it's going to feel like a documentary. Now listen, we see everything here. I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. We see all the emails. If you want to email me, you want to email Moody, the Dust Brothers, you can email us at I Am Rapaport Podcast. I Am Rapaport Podcast at gmail.com. Questions, concerns, criticism. Yes, we want your criticism. I don't give a fuck what you say, okay? You can critique us. You can question us. You could agree. You could disagree. And that's why I wanted to make this sort of special sort of commentary directly to the fans. I've noticed some people do not like some of the things that G Moody, whose last name rhymes with duty, has been saying. Some people don't like what I've been saying. But I'm going to tell you this. We speak from the fucking gut, all right? We speak from the gut. We don't speak to get likes. We don't speak to cause drama. We don't speak to go viral. Okay, we talk real shit from the bottom of our heart. And we are moving, evolving, growing vessels. Okay? Me and G Moody and the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast are moving, growing, evolving vessels. Meaning, our opinions, our thoughts are not always going to be on the same page. I don't always agree with G Moody, whose last name rhymes with duty. This motherfucker's telling you people he's going to dunk. This motherfucker's not dunking. Okay? I'll bet my fucking ass on that. Okay? I don't agree with everything he thinks socially, politically. He doesn't agree with me. And you guys, the fans, you don't have to agree with everything me and G Moody say. You don't have to agree with everything I say. And you don't have to agree with what the 3-time podcast co-host of the year says all the time. Okay? But just know this. When we do this show, the worldwide phenomenon that is the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast, it comes from the fucking gut. There's no fact checking. Ever. We do not fact check anything. Okay? That's just a fact. That's just a fucking fact. Okay? So if you agree with everything, great. If you don't agree with everything, that's fine. Reach out to us. Express your opinion. Okay? But don't go anywhere because we ain't going anywhere. The I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast is here to stay. We're the best in the business, the funniest, the realest, the most evolved, and the most ferocious. Okay? We're the best to ever do it. The Disco 2. I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. G Moody, last name rhymes with duty, coming up next. All butter soft I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast t-shirts are available at districtlines.com/I Am Rapaport. That is districtlines.com/I Am Rapaport. Okay, all t-shirts are butter soft. The more you wash them, the more you dry them, the better they feel. They don't turn into little tissue paper. All right, we got the sucker shit t-shirt coming out in white. We got a beautiful design. Okay, me and G Moody, the cartoon versions. We have the Wasteland t-shirt. We have the Stickman 33 t-shirt coming. All butter soft I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast t-shirts are available at districtlines.com/I Am Rapaport. All right, G Moody, last name rhymes with duty. I had to speak on just our behalf earlier in the episode. Gave a little a commentary straight to the fans. And the reason why I was giving it is because I know some people agree with you, don't agree with you. Sometimes we agree on things, sometimes we don't agree on things. But the reason why I wanted to speak on your behalf, Mr. Moody, as I did so eloquently, is because I noticed you've been getting a little flack about some of your opinions about Kaepernick and just in general around race. And first of all, I want to say this. I respect and support the fact that you're not going to just go with the flow, that you're an individual thinker, and that your thoughts and opinions have grown and evolved and will continue to grow and evolve. You know, just like anybody's. Like, you know, it's like people say things on Twitter and then 4 years later they change their thoughts and then they go, well, 4 years ago you said this. Hey, that's not the way the world works. If you're as dumb as you were 4 years ago, then just continue to be dumb fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is a historical document. The I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast, every time we pick up the golden microphones, it's an historical document. Okay?
That's
These motherfucking podcasts are Smithsonian-level podcasts. But I noticed some guy who I'm pretty sure was white. I'm not going to name his name because he's a fan, clearly a fan, was going at you, trying to tell you, a black guy, how the system in the world is rigged against you. And you never talk about this, and I'm not glamorizing it or glorifying it, because growing up in Brownsville where you grew up, I mean, you know, there's a lot of great things that came from it, but I just want to remind people where you're from, because you never do it. But when I first came out there in 1982, these are a few things that actually happened, that factually actually happened. Mm-hmm. Gunshots would go off periodically throughout the day. Not every now and then. Gunshots would go off periodically throughout the day, especially in the warm weather, especially in the spring and the summer. Every single time the gunshots would go off when I was around, and I just visited. I didn't live there. I would jump, flinch, and like my face would turn red. And everybody in our little crew, clique, older, they would laugh at me. And at the time, I was like embarrassed. But when you think back to the fact that in New York City, in Brooklyn, New York, living in an environment where gunshots are going off and every single person who grew up around it has become desensitized to it.
Yeah. High crime neighborhood. A lot of bullshit going on. A lot of fucking crazy shit. And, a lot of people grow up in those conditions and shit. And you become used to certain things. And that's what it is. So I do it again. I just need my two parents. I had a great time living there.
And the point that I'm bringing up is that I couldn't believe, I was talking to my wife about this, I couldn't believe this dude, and he's a fan, was going at G. Moody.
Right.
Trying to explain to you what being black in America means in 2018.
Yeah. And I was trying to make the point to this guy, like, yo, it ain't 1946, and he's like, the system is stacked against black people. And I'm saying, well, how did my uncles, how did my family survive in the 30s when it was far worse, when lynches were going on, right, as they were growing up in South Carolina? So it was harder then. And my whole point is, with all this shit, yo, stop acting like 2018 is 1950. It isn't. So this is what I want to tell him. I say, yo,
but also clarify, Gerald, clarify that you're because this is the thing that I think people are missing over the last few podcasts. But by you saying that, I think people think that you're saying there's no problems. And
of course, I was about to finish.
But I'm just doing that too because people like, well, you're not acknowledging. Go ahead.
I want to tell them this is not a perfect society. It's not a utopia. Of course, there's going to be problems, but don't make it seem like it's 1950. Of course, there's problems, but overall, and people act like this isn't a great place to live. And I'm saying this is America. Yo, everybody could come up. And the people who are coming here from Cuba on rafts in the middle of the fucking Atlantic Ocean, they come here for the opportunity, right? They wouldn't come if it was the same. So I'm saying, yo, isolated incidents happen, of course. But yo, all that, I'm not a victim. I'm not with the victimology shit. So my thoughts have evolved. I'm saying I've been reading Thomas Sowell, just totally changed how I viewed things. So this is what the people are hearing. And I don't understand. I'm just an independent thinking guy. I don't go with the flow, analyzing shit, critical thinking. And if motherfuckers can't accept that, you should. You should be that way.
And we, as the championship podcasters that we are, and you, the listeners, should hold the right to continue to grow, evolve, change, add on, detract to your thoughts, opinions about what are going on in the world. Don't be stuck in, your ways. None of us should be stuck in our ways. Enough with the preachy shit. I just wanted to clarify that because I'm like, motherfuckers, some people like, oh, you talk. I'm like, listen, not every podcast segment is going to be for everybody. Not everybody's going to agree with every podcast segment. But within every podcast, there will in fact be something for everybody. Starbucks has announced, since this incident happened in Philadelphia, where the two black men, it seems they were arrested for not doing anything, not breaking any laws. I hang out in Starbucks all the time. Most of the time I do buy something, but there's people in there that are they think it's like a fucking public library. They don't buy shit.
Right.
So, we all know what happened in Starbucks. But to me, this isn't a Starbucks issue. There's not like an ongoing historical document of people being discriminated against in Starbucks. The person and the issue is the motherfucker who called the cops on the two black men. I get that people want to protest and bring attention to Starbucks, but this isn't like something there's thousands of Starbucks in this country, literally thousands of them. Sometimes there's one, it feels like at times there's one every other block. The person who should be held accountable and should be questioned is that single person that called the police on these two African-American black customers in that Starbucks. This isn't like a Starbucks issue.
Yeah, exactly, man.
The majority of the people that work in my Starbucks are all black people. I don't know who called the cops on these two dudes, but making this like a cross-cultural across the country issue against Starbucks, in my opinion, is bugged out. But come May, Starbucks is closing 8,000 stores. And I have to say, listen, people protested, people were upset, and they are buckling down and they're doing their thing. They're closing 8,000 stores, to do some speaking, to do some learning, to do some improving. And I respect it. And that's all you can do. Something happened. People were upset, rightfully so. And Starbucks, is doing something about it. And that's all you could do. And that's what protests are for, to evoke change and evoke conversation.
Absolutely. But also, before you go on, Starbucks isn't the culprit. It was a prejudiced barista. That's who caused the avalanche of bad publicity for Starbucks. But Starbucks has no policy whether you could stay in there or you could. And it's a shame that this shit, this woman, whoever did it, caused this shit to happen to Starbucks. And
is it a woman that did it?
I think it was a woman, but that's an isolated prejudice incident from one person. And now Starbucks gets blanketed with racist policy and shit like that. Yo, it's one person. The person who called the cops is the culprit.
I agree.
And she should be fired. I think she's gone. But now, look what Starbucks got to do. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, babe, you know what? Hats off to Starbucks. They saw an issue. They acknowledged the issue. And hopefully everybody will live and learn. And that's what,
Yeah.
That's the freedom of speech and all that shit. Speaking of freedom of speech, I'm not going to acknowledge these fucking guys. Although I will challenge them to 2-on-2. Two clowns, two race hustlers. All they write about is race. I call these guys race hustlers. They're called very smart bros. They wrote a whole piece. Again, where do you think they wrote it? In the fucking Root. They write like a bi-weekly piece that involves me, the Gringo Mandingo. Suck my dick. These two brothers, they're called very smart brothers. If you're so smart, why do you got to tell everybody? If you're so fucking smart, they wrote some piece calling, I don't trust white people in black spaces. I don't call the cops on them. I should. And they didn't mention my name, but they posted a picture of me at the Big Three surrounded by a bunch of people that happen to be black. Check this out. Yo, you two very smart brothers. Me and G Moody, whose last name rhymes with Duty, we challenge you to a 2-on-2 in basketball. We challenge you to 2-on-2 in basketball. And Moody, I'm telling you right now, if these fucking guys play us, I'm not letting you do the heavy lifting. Throw it to me in the fucking post.
Oh, no doubt.
Give me the ball in the post. I got a jump hook on the left-handed block. Open invitation. Very smart brothers. And anybody at the Root who wants to play 2-on-2 this summer, you fucking let me and G Moody know we're taking on all comers that pop shit. With me and you in Howard Projects, the court... In Howard Projects, the basketball court that we grew up honing our craft on. The very smart brothers, any of these race hustlers, let us know. We play you 2-on-2. Okay, we're playing for Twitter accounts, these fake-ass writers.
Everything is race.
Yeah, well, let's see what you got on the block. Because I feel pretty good about my back-to-the-basket game in a 2-on-2. Fucking clowns. We're deep in the throes of the NBA playoffs. Your San Antonio Spurs, unless they pull off a miracle on ice, they're not going to beat Golden State as you predicted. But I'm very offended by what's going on up there in Toronto and Washington.
Wait, before you go on, Rap, I want to talk about Kawhi Leonard. Okay. I don't like how they're treating this guy. Yo, he's due for $200 million. He don't want to go out there and fuck his leg up and maybe hurt it and then come out and then he has to go to negotiations for the $200 million and then what do they say? Oh, but you're hurt. You're hurt. You got hurt. So we're not going to give you. Yo, Kawhi, get that 200. This is the first for any player. Stay on the fucking bench and all these guys turned on you. They're supposed to be such a family. Tony Parker talking greasy in the press. Ginobili talking greasy. Fuck them. Get your $200 million.
He might not get the 200 the way things are going. He might not get it. I don't know. I fuck with Kawhi too. It's been sort of a lot of like back and forth on what it's going to be with his injury, but he'll have plenty of time to rest because the Spurs are going to lose in 5 games, and I fuck with the Spurs. Shout out to my man Danny Green and to my man Kyle Anderson. Jersey's in the house, Strong Island's in the house. You see your man Drake?
Yeah.
Toronto is winning 2-0 versus the Wizards. They're going to go on to win that series. I don't know if I think it'll probably go 5 games, if not 6 games, but Toronto has won the first 2 games handily. They've been in Toronto. And Drake obviously is a big basketball fan, although I've never seen him make a shot in real life and or a video. I don't know if he ever played the game growing up. But he's on the sideline talking crazy to players.
Yeah?
Yo, like you know how Spike used to talk shit to Reggie Miller?
Uh-huh.
He's doing that, like talking. He called my man Kelly Oubre a bum. You could read his lips. He said, "You bum." And I was thinking to myself, yo, if I'm a player, I don't care if you're Drake. You're not calling me a bum. I'm stepping to you. Like, I'm a step to you. Like, I'm not Michael Rapaport. This isn't me. I'm saying, but if I'm an NBA player and this motherfucking dude is calling me a bum while I'm playing, you talking shit, I'm walking over to be like, yo, you want to meet me in the tunnel? Like, you're not calling me a bum. What the fuck are you? It's one thing to heckle people. It's another thing to be like, you crossing the line. Right. He's up there talking a lot of shit to John Wall, talking to all the watch dudes, but I literally saw him call Kelly Oubre a bum, and Kelly Oubre walked past him. Maybe he didn't hear him, but I'm letting you know, Kelly Oubre, and I'm a fan. I met him at Bar PD last summer. Don't let this fucking guy talk that shit to you. You got to say, yo, you got all access passes. Meet me in the tunnel, Duke, and we can see what's Gucci.
Yo, and these guys never played ball. They don't even know what the fuck they're watching. You know what I'm saying? So him on the sideline, going out crossing the line, enjoy the game, man. Enjoy the fucking game. Enjoy the world's best athlete.
And sit the fuck down, shit. Duke. You can't even shoot. Like you never played organized basketball by the looks of things.
You don't know what's going on out there, man.
Your girl Stormy Daniels had some of the FBI agents. They put out a sketch of the man who allegedly, I got to be honest, I would love to see Stormy Daniels bring Donald Trump to his fucking knees. But the one thing that always seemed a little sketchy, pun intended, this whole idea of some random mob guy coming up to her and threatening her, and you better watch out or you're going to be stuffed in the back of a car. And they released a sketch of the guy. Did you see the sketch?
Nah.
Yeah, the sketch of the guy that Stormy Daniels, you thought you'd see somebody that looked like Tony Soprano. The sketch that they drew, it looked like Mario Lopez fucked David Hasselhoff. It don't look like, it looked like 3 guys, from Menudo in 1984. It looks real sketchy, pun intended.
Right.
Go ahead.
I want to tell Taylor Swift, leave classic soul music alone. She did a copy of September by Earth, Wind & Fire. If you can't do it better, you leave it alone.
Yeah, stop.
And it was it's less than stellar. So
stop.
Leave that shit alone. The classic shit. Leave it alone. That's all I want to say.
Leave that alone. You fucking with Maurice White and them. You can't duplicate what Maurice and them did.
Yeah.
What else we got? So we got the Charlo Twins. They're fighting. And you going to this fight this weekend?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to be there.
The Charlo Twins, they're fighting Adrien Broner, who you're a big fan of, who, in my opinion, I like Adrien Broner, except for he's never lived up to expectations.
Yeah.
Everybody's fighting in Brooklyn, in BK. These guys are coming up on the I Am Rap. These guys talk a lot of shit. And remember we talked about them, the night of the Deontay Wilder fight? They had gotten robbed at the 40-40 Club. I'm going to get to the very bottom of it. We're going to keep it real gutter and get to the bottom of whether these chicks stole 150 grand cash, jewelry, and all that from the Charlo Twins coming up later in the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. Listen, it's primetime podcasting, okay? And what would a primetime podcast be? Well, the award-winning Sick Fuck of the Week segment. Let's do it. This award is earned, not given. It's called the Sick Fuck of the Week. This guy's really sick. Lock him up.
How could you do it?
Don't let him out. Damn.
Who the fuck fucked the dog?
You what?
You fucked the dog?
Why would you fuck the dog? Why would you fuck your girlfriend's dog?
Sick fuck.
The sick fuck of the week. It's earned.
Earned.
Not given. You did. What? No.
Yes, that's the sick fuck of the week theme song, created and crafted by G. Moody, who, last name, still and always will rhyme with duty. Before I get into these fantastic sick fucks, G, I wanted to ask you, because we are in the middle of April.
Yep.
Last week or so, I haven't heard anything about any of your dunk contest training. Just checking in on it. I don't want to get
Okay.
I don't want to get you off the rails or get you upset. I just touching base on you. Last we heard you did tweak a hammy. So the floor is yours, sir.
The hammy has healed, so I wanted to let that heal completely. It has. So now what we're doing is getting loose. So playing ball, getting the body loose, getting everything to flow, and I'm gonna leap up there and do what I do, B.
Okay. Just asking. The people want to know. Everybody's just asking. Not looking for a fight. Okay. Sick fucks of the week. This one right here is a slow pitch right up the middle. True blue classic sick fuck. In San Francisco. This is terrible, and it was caught on video in a bodega or like a 7-Eleven type of place. Police the other day released disturbing video of a sick fuck. A true blue sick fuck. This is terrible. Took a 4-month Cocker Spaniel puppy and was caught on videotape in a bodega slamming it on the ground.
Damn.
Like a fucking animal. People are still looking for this guy. San Francisco police are still looking for this guy. I hope they catch this guy and they fucking slam him on the ground. Okay, without any questions asked. Slam him on the fucking ground. Of course, the dog died. This animal, and I'm not talking about the puppy, I'm talking about the sick fuck.
Word.
This animal is still on the large. And I want to give a shout out to my sick fuck whisperer on Instagram. And I got to be honest, the sick fuck whisperer, I should call it the sick fuck whisperers, because I got a whole bunch of people, particularly on Instagram, sending me some outrageous sick fucks. So keep them coming. If I don't name you to the sick fuck you sent, it's not personal. We do not fact check. We are flowing off the dome piece on our way home from Jones Beach. So that is sick fuck of the week number 1 in primetime podcasting. Right. Sick fuck of the week number 2 in Ohio. In Ohio, as you know, LeBron James is from Ohio. He has nothing to do with this sick fuck. I just wanted to shout out, he is the king of Akron.
Right.
In Hancock County, Ohio, on South Main Street, in public, and you know it's cold out in Ohio this time of year, a man was discovered in public having sexual intercourse with a horse right there on 6th and South Main Street. It has been discovered that the man had previously had sex with the horse. The man was arrested, and a safety plan was put in place for this horse, who has now been violated numerous times. The man was arrested and is being booked on numerous charges. Can you imagine on 5th Avenue near Central Park if somebody ran up on one of the horses and started trying to violate it right there in Manhattan? What would you do? How would you react to that?
Yo, I'm speechless, man. I don't know what to say. Yo, that dude needs to be put in jail just for having the thought. Just for having the thought.
I don't want him walking the streets. How do I know next time it's not me he's gonna go after?
Yo, the horse should have kicked the shit out of him, man. Like, yo, what you doing, man? Damn.
Yeah, the horse should have kicked the shit out of him and seriously been like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, like imagine those little horses that you ride around Central Park over there in Columbus Circle and motherfuckers taking his clothes off.
In the street.
Yeah.
Finally, in Mexico, this slow pitch right up the middle. A Mexican mother of a 12-year-old daughter was arrested. She had duct taped $24,000 worth of cocaine to her 12-year-old daughter's back and using her daughter as a cocaine mule. The mother has been arrested. The child has been taken away from the mother and is in child services right now. This happened in San Luis Port, right southwest of Yuma, Arizona, who I know Gia Monetti.
Yeah.
You're familiar with this area. Did you ever try to smuggle drugs back into the country?
Nah, man. I think San Luis Obispo, some shit like that.
Yes. Can you imagine a mother duct tapes 24 grand worth of cocaine to her 12-year-old daughter's back? Damn. Why don't you take the fall, you sick fuck you?
Word. Damn, that's just, man.
Luckily, the daughter has been taken into protective custody, and this sick fuck is arrested, and you probably not coming out of jail for a long time for that. Listen,
No.
It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, okay? At the end of the week, we're going to vote on this week's sickest sick fucks of the week. Keep them coming. As I told you, criticism, comments, whatever you got. Reach out to us at IamRapaportPodcast@gmail.com. You know where to find me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. You know where to find G Moody on Instagram and Twitter, okay?
Yeah, I engage. Yo, my policy is we could go back and forth long as it's civil discussion. You get on some bullshit, you don't get answered. But if you have any questions, we're human beings. Let's conduct ourselves like that, B.
All right, coming up next, these guys are wild. Fantastic shit talkers. My man Jermell Charlo is fighting this Saturday night. I wish I could be there in Brooklyn at Barclays to see him. He's the co-headliner on the Adrien Broner, Jesse Vargas fight. Coming up next on the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, in primetime, a lot of shit talk from the Charlo Twins. These guys they're out. They give some tips. These guys are young, good-looking boxers, champions. They're giving tips on what you other young stickman should be doing to protect your neck out in this world of social media when you're dealing with the ladies. Coming up next in primetime, the Charlo Twins, I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast.
What up, man?
How you guys doing?
We doing good.
Where you guys? You guys in New York?
Yeah, we out here in New York right now. Getting this cold breeze. From the H, so it's a lot warmer.
So Jemall, you're fighting on Saturday. But when one of you guys fight, do you sort of both, Jemell? Do you feel like you're both fighting just in terms of the mental preparation that goes into it? Do you guys? I mean, because you guys are so close, you're twins, you're both fighters. Like, do you both feel like you're going into something on Saturday?
Yeah, my brother, he fighting, so I'm fighting. We both got same last name, brought up together, raised together, so it's no doubt that I'm getting ready for a fight.
So what do we expect Saturday? So, you're fighting this kid, Hugo Centeno, Jemall. What do you expect from him? What do you think of him? Last time you guys, were in Barclays, you kicked ass. What do you think of Hugo Centeno?
Good fighter. 26-1. He doesn't oppose the things that I do, so I'm going in there to do my job. I have no respect for a fighter that's standing across the ring from me, and that's just how it is. Like the question you just asked, do my twin brother feel like he's fighting? He has to, because when we growing up, we would get in trouble if we didn't fight together. It was no just fighting me, you fighting my twin brother too. You fighting both of us at the same time. So we always knew that. So you know what I mean? This is how it is.
Excuse me if I get this wrong. One of you guys has been very outspoken of Adrien Broner. Now, I'm a fan of his, although he frustrates me. As a fighter, his career, somebody with that much talent, I feel like, he hasn't taken advantage of his talent and his skill set. Which one of you guys has been outspoken about Broner and feel like you're a curse to Adrien Broner?
Oh, that's me. I'm always on the card with him, Jemall. So I actually just respond to the little bullshit that he says. But like you said, at a time I watched him and my brother grow with Golden Boy Promotions, and they was always on the same card. He seemed to be cool, but the moment that we started shining, he wanted us to be a part of his camp, I guess. And if you're not a part of his camp, he like he forget about who he came up with. So it was like one of those things where it's like, we reached out to him, hey, what's up? We try to keep it cordial, but then he started mentioning each other, like shoot little small slugs here and there, It's just one of those guys that you just gotta kind of watch how you handle and who thinks the world revolves around him. So it was just natural for me to just respond to him because he called me a nobody. They stuck a nobody on our card. And it was me. So I'm like, okay, damn. Okay, so I know what time it is. So basically, I just shot my shot back at him, let him know like, yeah, it is what it is.
Now, you guys, the Charlo brothers as a crew, the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast, I pride myself on being the Jake LaMotta of podcasting. 15 rounds of heavy-duty shit-talking every time I pick up the mic. Now, this Tekashi 6ix9ine Broner hype, is this real? Is this bullshit? What do you guys make of this going into the fights on Barclay?
I don't know if it's real or not, but it could be some publicity, some clout. We don't know how that shit really playing out, but we've seen the little I guess the confrontation they got into it. I think the 6ix9ine dude was actually commenting on Charlamagne the Guy because they got into it over an interview or whatnot on a Breakfast Club. But Broner still, like I said, if you got clout, if you got a little ambition, he'll say something to you because he know he's not gonna really do nothing.
Right.
He's gonna pretend to be this big bad guy until the dude 5'4", like he's a woman height. You know what I mean? So think about it, man. You're not really like. I know 6ix9ine. That'd be an even matchup for him and Broner. But since they talking about money and all type of gang violence and all type of things like that, it kind of don't look good for Showtime. But it is what it is. Broner posted a check that his daughter wrote out for him that said $300,000. Tekashi showed about $300,000 in cash. So I mean, the more Broner talk about the conflict between them two, they both either make themselves look crazy as hell or the fight just it builds the fight up.
So Jemall, going into this week, walk me through. We're days away from a fight. I'm a big fan of boxing in general. Walk me through the next 2 days of your training and diet up to the fight. Like, what are the next 3 days? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. How much rest? How much training? How much work do you do? Do you break a sweat? Walk me through these next 3 days.
Yeah, basically, I try to get to the point where I'm feeling like spent and a little like dehydrated and things because I know my weight will fluctuate. But I have been making 154 pounds, so it was a lot stricter and harder for me than it is now. So, I'm getting down to the point where it's 2 days away from the fight right now. My coach is telling me to eat more protein and eat, drink a lot of water. But I'm like, bro, that's going to make me heavy. But then I end up waking up the next day, on weight and the things that we do to become the weigh-ins. That's really the hard part. But it hasn't been so hard for me to make 160 pounds. I've been getting real close to it. Then the day before the weigh-ins, you cut back on your food, and the day of the weigh-ins, that morning you don't eat, and you might get a little workout, and then next day you're on weight. So for me, it's not as hard as it used to be, but I'm in my zone. I'm in my little mode where I don't kind of want to be. I'm not really engaging with the whole chemistry of everybody being hyped up about my fight, but it's still starting to get it's starting to come to me now. Where I'm like, dang, the fight is Saturday. Guys, it's been so long since I fought, so I'm ready to go.
Do you eat? So after you make the weight, after the weigh-in and you make the weight, how soon after that will you eat? And do you, what is the meal that you have after that? Is it Like, is it carbs? Is it protein? Is it
I definitely carb up. I get a nice little protein that gets burnt real fast. So basically, I don't feel like I'm not like those other athletes where we got to go get big steaks and shit like that. You know, I like to have a like a little like a small serving of everything for real. Like I'm a real clean eater. Outside of camp, that's the reason I can make weight so much better. But I carb up for sure. I hydrate up. I do all the necessary things that get me back to my normal feeling.
Now, one thing I'm fascinated. You guys are identical twins, correct?
Yeah, we identical twins. I'm a long minute older than him.
So, Jemell, you fight light middleweight. Jemall, you fight middleweight. What is the weight difference between light middleweight and middleweight?
6 pounds. It's a 6 pound difference.
And how do you guys decide? Like, you guys are identical twins, but you're fighting at a 6 pound difference. Is this a choice, or like one of you just stays a little? Like, I mean, 6 pounds is nothing in the big scheme of things. But where did that decision come from?
Well, my brother, he 160. You know, he weighed one. He fight. He was one. We both fought at 154. We made titles. We won titles at 154 together. Made history together at that weight.
Yep.
And after we made history, we decided to say, you know what, big dog, you're moving up. You're already an inch and a half taller than me. I don't know how that happened. So go ahead and go up to 60. And so, I mean, it was almost the decision was to, hey, we want to also make sure fans know there is a difference between the Charlos, and obviously it's just the weight. But we both got basically the same power. We both knocking boys out. We're doing our thing, handling our business. So
you guys are students of boxing and students of the history of boxing. I want you guys to go back and forth with me on this. Charlo brothers, top 5 favorite fighters. Each one, give me one. Can't repeat each other. So each one of you, give me your top 5 fighters. Go back and forth. Jemall, you go first. 3, 2, 1, ding.
Vernon Forrest.
Jemell.
Juan Guzman.
Jemall.
Diego Corrales. Edwin Valero. Floyd Mayweather.
I've heard of him. Jemell.
Evander Holyfield.
Okay. He's a beast. Jemall, you're up.
Bernard Hopkins.
Jemell.
Hold on. I got to think about this guy right here. You know, I like Lomachenko. He about my weight. He about our same age, and he by far one of the most ruthless fighters right now is Lomachenko. He beat anybody at his weight. All the little people anybody he could fight, he beat them.
Who, like you guys, I mean, I think it's a great debate, but it's sort of a ridiculous question because everybody fights at different weights. There's been so many different eras. If Jemall, you had to say the greatest fighter of all time, who would you say, Jemall?
The greatest fighter of all time.
It could just be your favorite, the guy that spoke to you the most. You know, like, it's such a tough question because it's like, you know, it's Floyd Mayweather.
Shit is so hard, man.
It's ridiculous, kind of, right?
Yeah. The greatest fighter, man, to be honest, man, of all time, to me, would be Pernell Whitaker.
Okay. Jemell, you got to pick a different one.
Yeah, I ain't gonna pick Pernell Whitaker. To me, man, he didn't get a long career, but I really like Edwin Valero. Like a lot of people don't really know who he is, but he had a motorcycle accident, came back and knocked out 26 people that he fought. 26 knockouts. Then he killed himself. So, yeah. I fought on his undercard though.
How can that be the best fighter of all time?
Who? Edwin Valero? Yeah, he was the best fighter of all time. To me, he said to me. He ain't worried about Pernell Whitaker. He got his ass whooped. Now Edwin Valero didn't.
Because how could that be the best fighter of all fucking times? And
hey, I asked him his personal choice.
Yeah, but that's all right.
Yeah, I ain't worried about you.
I can't believe that you guys, you pick your top 5s and your best of all time. I didn't hear one Marvin Hagler. And I mean,
Marvin Hagler got hit too much.
Well, my last opponent told me he was Marvin Hagler. He was the new Marvin Hagler. So shit, I ain't gonna mention him. He got his ass knocked.
You didn't keep going though. I thought you was gonna keep going.
So give me this. You guys, I see you. You guys are modeling, good-looking dudes, young. You talk shit, flashy, got your hair all hooked up and all that shit. How could 2 young Houston players get caught up in some shit that happened at the 40-40 Club. What happened after the Deontay Wilder fight at the 40-40 Club? Did one of you guys get get something stolen?
Nah, man. It was all right. So look, that shit was all like, you know what I'm saying? Like they made that shit more than what it is. All right, so we ended up having a good ass night at the Deontay Wilder show. You know, the shit happened with Jacob, so he said like basically just wants to relax, man. He finished the night out like on a good term, you know, and it was one of my homies went in the back with this one chick or whatever. I guess he I don't know what their situation was. But he was
they
like
freaking off. You could say it. You could call it what it is. They were freaking off.
Yeah, you know how it go. So that was the same homie that didn't know what the situation was going on. So a fight broke out between like this other party. They real drunk and they walked into our like room at the 40-40 and started like, you know, disrespecting some girls. So
no, it was his girlfriend. The
girlfriend, his boyfriend,
his girlfriend in our section. So he went in that shit and was like,
the boy,
"Get your ass up!" So he slapped his girl.
So let me finish telling him. So the dude, the girlfriend came over to our section and started shooting pool. I guess we was at the pool table in the 40. I know you've been in the 40. So our bodyguards, hey man, watch out, y'all can't do that in here, you know, and like bogarted him out. So as he coming out, I guess it was his birthday party. So a little confrontation happened like right there in the middle of the hallway where it was some bullshit going on. And you know, when guys start to rally and start fighting and we from Houston, you know how shit start to go. Women start scattering like going crazy and shit. So one of the homies that was in the back freaking on the girl, he come out and he see all this conversation going on. He get right into the mix of the action or whatever. But the chick and her friend and one of them ran off with the bag that he had on. They probably was plotting on the shit the whole time. You know, we don't know. So it was just some shit like that. But she got her issue.
So how frustrating was it for you guys to sort of be caught up in this gossip that, you know, in this day and age of social media, like one thing becomes another thing, and the next thing, the Charlo brothers got suckered into something. How frustrating was that for you to sort of see the internet, this situation take life?
You know, we knew the real story behind it though. So we knew all the fake ass blogs and everything coming out saying that, oh, the Charlo Twins got robbed. Yeah, fucking right. If that shit would have been on camera, you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't have been no question. We'd have been a lot more verbal at that. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just how media blows shit up and make it seem like.
Isn't it incredible these days? Like how social media could just, it's like that game of telephone when you're in kindergarten. It starts at one thing that actually someone said, and then it turns into 19 different things by 19 different bloggers, all of whom were broke and just making up shit.
They're making up shit. The girl knew she didn't come in there with the bag. It wasn't her fucking bag. She should have never left with the bag. Of course, New York is full of cameras, and she got her ass caught. So simple as that. It was no reason for her to take the bag, and no one told her to. But at the same time, you know how people blow shit out of proportion and make shit seem like the Charlo Twins was in a scandal or some shit like that. So of course, nobody knows the true story but us. So
we didn't even see the girl. We weren't even in our section.
She wasn't even with us. It was just the type of shit that was going on.
Doing in that section. What was she even doing around?
It was whack. We never seen her the whole night. So, you know.
Hey, well, you guys, young guys, you talk shit you're young, but for the younger dudes coming behind you, you know, in this social media world that we live in, and chicks sliding up into the DM and the accessibility and young fighters and all this stuff, what would you give one piece of advice to young players, young stickmen, young cocksmen that are coming up behind you on how not to get caught up in the game?
Don't get caught up. The number one thing you got to do is you got to mirror always. If it ain't beneficial, it's artificial. So don't be over here trying to send these little pictures to these girls because they like that shit. They use that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's your trail. You know, these guys don't get caught up into leaving a trail. If you smashing on this other dude chick, hey, don't get her a number like, hey, meet up. That's how it go down. You know what I'm saying? And so getting caught up in the hype on social media, like, you know, you see a lot of dumb shit, you know, sex tapes and all these other kind of shit. I ain't let nobody put no camera out. Take phones at the door.
Take phones at the door. Do you like? In all honesty, where we are in this world with social media, unfortunately, we're at a take phones at a door situation. We're like, yo, we in order to be comfortable and to trust everybody, we got to leave the phones at the fucking door, right?
Yeah, that's all. That's how. Yeah, you know, they come over here, they leave phones at the door and sign a little contract or waiver. You know.
All right, now Jemall, assuming you kick ass this weekend, who would you like to fight next? And Jermell, you're fighting in June. Assuming you kick ass in June, who would you like to fight next?
I'm kicking ass. I mean, I ain't assuming shit. I'm kicking ass this weekend. That's what I came to do. And whoever I can get my ass in the ring with next, I want to fight as soon as possible. I wish GG would have waited. I would have took care of this motherfucker and not got suspended. And then I would have been able to fight GG ass like in a week or two. Because I'm ready, you know. Man, whatever the biggest fights to make money, you know, and you know, it is what it is. So
you're ready to go. You don't want to be one of these fighters that waits 18 months, 24 months to fight. I want to break the curse.
I want to break the curse right now, like through boxing. Like I don't like how this shit been. Like a lot of fighters dodging each other, doing this, and then like a fighter should be ready to fight at all times. And if he got a good team behind him, they're gonna know how to go to the chiropractor, go get ice, and go get ready for another competition. Because that's how Ray Robinson was able to have so many fights. People looking at their records and seeing like, oh, he had all these fights. Well, if you fight in top level competition, it's gonna be some brutal wars. Hopefully you don't get cut and things like that. But I mean, I want to get to where like we fighting often. Like we always fighting like football players play football games and basketball players play basketball games, and even look at the baseball. Look how many games they have. Like, you know, we should stay a lot more active. Get these networks to shoot the boxers a lot more. You know, become more of a household name if they see you more.
Jemell, who would you like to fight next? Assuming you get past your fight on June 9th.
Well, this guy named Gerald, who's from Maryland, he just won and defeated a reigning defending champion, Arizona DeLara. So after I knock Trout ass out, I'm gonna go and knock Hurd ass out, and then I'm gonna see where I sit at 154, and I'll just clean up. That's all the belts. That's the undisputed champion. Once I beat her, it's undisputed championships.
All right, listen, I wish you guys a lot of luck going forward. Jemall, I wish you a lot of luck in Brooklyn. I wish I could be there. I'm stuck in L.A. working. I'm big fans of you guys. Kick ass. Watch yourself in the fucking clubs in New York. Stay away from the chicken heads. Keep kicking ass. Stay in shape. And, I'm big fans of you guys. And
see you June 9th.
I'll see you June 9th out here on the West Coast.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Good luck on Saturday, Jemall.
I appreciate you, man. I'll see you after I get done with this fight.
I'll see you guys later. I want to thank Jermell and Jermell Charlo. Good luck this weekend. Now we have a dog in a fight. We're watching. Hope you kick some ass this weekend. Continue the success to boast the Charlo Twins. G Moody, last name rhymes with duty. All Buttersoft t-shirts can be found at districtlines.com/I am Rapaport. We came, we saw, we conquered. Have no fear. The I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast came all the way the fuck up in here. Miles, Jordan, take us out of here with something funky, something nice, something real proper.
Yo.